I guess we can kind of now jump into this topic officially. And maybe, Rob, I'll start with you on this one. The Upper Deck president made a post the other week about how he feels that everything is a speculative bubble, that the little collector has been priced out. Hobby boxes are too expensive. Concert tickets are too expensive. I'm not saying the sky is falling, but I'm saying the sky is falling. It's not aliens, but it's aliens. That's basically what his statement was. What did you kind of think about what he came out and said about, as far as like how he feels about where the current state of the hobby is in cards and trading cards and collectibles? Why do you think he made the statement? And what, maybe more importantly, has sort of been the conversation, at least in the card side of it?
The part that I found the most amusing about this is when he talks about $1,000 hobby boxes and the prices that they go up, because Upper Deck has the most draconian distribution policies ever that artificially inflate their box prices. So I found it amusing that he's going to call out others for the thing that his own company does. Like they legitimately restrict online sales to like 2 or 3 sellers in the entire nation for pre-sales. So it allows them to dictate the entire market in regards to pricing, because no one else is allowed to sell early. So David Adams and Steel City basically control the market on Upper Deck product and set the price, and no one else can come in and undercut them. It's hilarious to me that Upper Deck was the one that came out and was like, oh, expensive box prices. Like, yeah, no kidding. You guys have your hand in that too. I found that part the most enjoyable out of this entire escapade, if you will.
It just makes really no sense. If he was so worried about collectors being priced out of it, I mean, okay, you're the president, just print more.
Yeah.
Like if it's sold out, just print more.
Yeah. They did this stuff with Marvel stuff all the time. I mean, part of this is kind of like, do they just feel sad because they're off in the corner and no one really talks about them that much?
That's what I think it is. That's what it comes across as to me.
They've lost the Marvel license. They have hockey, which is good, but most people in the U.S. don't really care. They got
knocking on our
license.
Canadian fans right here. Like,
yeah, they just got the DC license. They really haven't done a ton with that yet, though. Batman Metal's coming out soon, so we'll have Batman PMGs that everyone will be losing their mind over. But I don't know this. I mean, he says some stuff in there that's not necessarily wrong. It's just a
lot
weird.
Of stuff that's not wrong.
It's just weird coming from someone that has some control over this to a degree. I don't know.
That's the weird part. The weird part is the why. And that's also the fun part to think about. Like we have done, amongst ourselves, like, why is he saying this? Like, what is it? Is it because he's a little pissed off that Fanatics has the limelight, that Fanatics is doing so well, that Michael Rubin is doing so well? Is this his way of thinking of trying to position himself as someone that is for the hobby, for the collecting community? I care about your well-being. Don't blow your life savings on cards. Like, is it that sort of manipulation in a public forum? Or is he having a moment where he's really thinking? That was the whole thing to me. Is like, why would you come out and say this? None of this is this isn't. I mean, it's profound in some regards, but it's pretty basic stuff. Like a lot of this is true. A lot of this is real concern. Yes, the entire market is propped up on speculation, but it kind of has always been. Like everything is about speculating. Quite frankly, there are collectors that buy to collect, but the market is sort of energized. Yeah, well,
there are no collectors. There's no collectors anymore.
The market is sort of fueled by the people that are speculating on what a collector might collect, right? It's still speculative. Someone is selling to the collector. It's not always the collector that's out hunting as much as the flipper is hunting, right? Or someone that is looking at it as a profitable mechanism. So what was interesting?
That's what I was.
Comment broke me.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well played, Eggplant comment.
Oh, man.
I tell you, come on. How are you going to do them like that? How are you going to do it the John Cena of audio, bro?
I want to let our friends in the chat know that this has been sabotaged by the 3 gentlemen on the screen, because they tell me time and time again, your audio's good. Then I come on.
Not the 3. No,
no one can hear me. Yeah, Neil's the only one that keeps it real. I don't know what's happening here.
You sound fine.
Sounds totally fine. It's totally fine. Like, I don't know what everyone in the chat's hearing.
No, everyone in the chat can't be wrong.
No,
chat. You guys can't be wrong. Well, now our friend RMS says the audio is fine. I am yelling into the mic at the moment though, so that might be
And
why it's fine.
RMS is a real one right there.
You're like
He's got your back, Manu.
like Swag's Automatic and me have PSA 10 audio, and you're coming in with like CGC 9.2 audio.
Grade these decibels, Neo. Hey, listen, here, check this out. Check this out. I was trying to be good. I was trying not to interrupt. I was trying not to do my own thing in the chat. But I'm talking. Swag pulls up a video, some guy throwing books around. I'm talking. I start seeing Neo doing this. All bets are off. I'm in the chat. I am going to have my conversations and I'm going to yell into this mic. Love everybody. And we're giving away books soon. We're giving away books soon.
We are going to give away books, and Manu might pick the winner. So if you're somebody who's making fun of his audio, it might hurt.
RMS is already.
If you're being constructive, I actually appreciate it. This is something I wanted to say about people in the chat. Like, I mean, in the comment section, some people are kind of mean, some people are very helpful. But at the end of the day, I'm still reading them. You're still speaking to me. If you want me to improve my mic quality, I take that as like you saying, I enjoy the content, but I want to be able to bear listening to it. So I take it as constructive criticism. Keep it coming. I read it all. I take it all in. I want to make improvements, and I appreciate you guys being here. I love it all.
Man.
This never dies, though, because one day you are going to turn up the gain, as Mighty says. But
yes,
even when it gets, even once it gets balanced,
keep saying it's low. Eventually, his voice is just like booming.
Yeah.
No idea.
I bet you it's something on Swag's end where it's like he just has to go into his interface for StreamYard, and my channel he just for some reason has turned down. That's what we're all going to find out eventually.
I've definitely been turning yours down because your audio is in a speculative bubble, just like the president of Upper Deck says. But what's funny about this is like reading his statement. I made a video about it and I just did my commentary, and I'm just like, I just don't really understand what he's saying. I mean, to me, I felt like, again, the statement is some sort of PR sour grapes, like, trying to maybe gain some attention or like make, Upper Deck look better because of all the other companies that are going bananas right now. But ultimately, it's just a wild comment that it's like speculation is driving this and that's bad. But if we're being really honest, what would be worse than a speculative bubble in collectibles? If there was no speculation, because I think at this point, like having zero speculation in any collectible would actually be the death knell rather than the speculation itself. Because at the end of the day, you have to generate some excitement. You have to generate some hype for people to want to buy anything or to, pay attention to anything or to tune into anything. And not to say that that's good or bad or whatever, it just is. And so I just don't really understand this like concept of like, oh yeah, like people just will naturally collect and no hype is ever needed and you don't need a hot product at all. It's just kind of silly.
It always makes me think of that Simpsons clip where the people like break into the mall and then Moe's getting like trampled by someone and he's like, oh, why would you wear cleats? It's like it's that kind of thing. It's like you want to have that excitement out there for your product. You don't want like nobody to care. Like then you end up with Pogs or Beanie Babies or whatever, and the stuff just dies, and it goes away.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, shout out to RMS, sponsor of the channel here for the $9.99, saying Manu is the only one getting corporate funding, even with poor audio.
Love you,
one
RMS.
day we're gonna have that sweet corporate sponsorship money, and with it, we are going to buy Manu the greatest audio system in the world.
He bought a new mic.
I bought a new mic. I bought new cables. Guys, you guys aren't going to believe it. I thought the mic was only going to be compatible with the new phone, so I went and bought the 17. Guess what? I'm obviously not using
You're never
the 17.
making this. You're never going to financially recover from this.
I've got 14s and 17s that I don't need now for no reason, and I can't figure this damn thing out, but I will figure it out. But before we leave this subject, I want to say something else about this. Like, the sky is falling, the market is going to collapse, collecting is going to go away. It's not necessarily, the speculative bubble bursting is not necessarily about like collectibles disappearing entirely. We've seen boom and bust seasons before. The 90s in collecting, we experienced that. The pandemic in a really tight time frame was that as well, right? The interesting notion here is when things get really heated up with excitement, when people that aren't applying any logic at all think you can't fail, and they're buying things and they're starting, whatnot channels because there's liquidity in the market, so on and so forth. They're kind of like their spirits are up. They're not thinking about it too carefully because everything seems to be working. But those people that aren't maybe seasoned in cycles, they haven't been around when something has crashed before. They don't know how to withstand the troubling times. When they get smacked around, just like the president of Upper Deck says, they get a bad taste in their mouth and they sometimes disappear. Now, a lot of those people are providing a lot of the liquidity, so they are buyers. If buyers get smacked around when volumes start collapsing, they don't know how to hold, right? It's a paper loss until you sell. You have to realize the loss by selling, but this isn't that sort of a commodity. If you buy a bunch of crap, it might not ever rebound. If you buy quality stuff, it might rebound over time. So people that think you can't lose because the market is so hot, buy a whole bunch of crap. Once the crap starts going down a little bit in value, it cascades. Everyone starts to panic sell. Once they panic sell, even the savvy business people that were, taking advantage of the fact that stupid money has come to play. Once the stupid money is gone for that time in the cycle, even the savvy business people have no one to sell to, so they have to drop prices. That's when a bubble appears to burst. It's not like everything burns. It's not like everything is gone. It's just less exciting. It goes to sleep for a while. People start to do their regular life again because they've lost a bunch of money, and then we have to wait for another bubble to reemerge. Bubbles are great. It's a cycle, though, and this could be a point in the cycle where maybe things are being challenged because everything is kind of hotter than reasonably, hotter than would be in a reasonable market, right? Like nobody in Pokemon talks about a Pokemon that's not worth money. Every Pokemon is worth money. Every Pokemon is worth having, right? Is that sustainable? I don't know, man. I have no idea. But I think the concerns are legitimate. But if you're smart, you're going to be fine. And if you buy good stuff and you don't have to sell, well, then you don't have to realize your loss and you could just wait it out.
Add some stuff to that because I just think it's funny because one, yeah, everything is a bubble. Everything's a bubble, guys. Sure, cool. Like one day the sun is going to explode. Like yes, one day nobody's going to want all of these collectibles and all this stuff. But the real question is like, how long are we talking about here? And for him, it's a weird thing to make a comment about it because he's in the trading card world. Like if he wanted to make a comment about like Labubus are in a bubble, like that seemed to be a very clear thing because it's like, this is a new product coming out of nowhere that everybody is going crazy for. But trading cards seemingly have been around for, X number of years now that people have been into them since like, the 60s and stuff. And seemingly, is it going to be around for the next 5 to 10 years? Yeah, of course. Like why would it not? And so maybe 11 years from now, it's all a bubble and it all comes crashing down. But like until then, who cares?
Yeah, I don't buy like a CEO having a, like his conscience coming in and thinking that he's got to like speak out for the collectors. I don't see that. Like it's got to be some angle, or it's just like the fact, like you said, that he's just mad that these other companies are doing better than his, and he just kind of maybe wants the limelight or something. It just doesn't. Yeah. I don't know. It didn't sit right with me the instant I saw it, and it'd be hard to convince me that there was any like altruistic, like actual feeling behind it.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Ungraded Truth podcast. To be able to watch the full show, click the link down below. Yep, that one right there.